Hello friends, welcome back to our new video, and we will continue with what are your dreams and outside the law. We discuss about it that we will discuss in this lecture. That's what are your dreams outside the law. So let's start with what are your dreams and outside the law. We are so much more than lawyers. We are also parents and the spouses, sons and daughters, friends and confidants, servants and leaders, dreamers and drawers. Put aside for a minute what you want to accomplish a lawyer as a lawyer. What else do you want to achieve? Is there a charity near and near and dear your heart you want to volunteer for? Is there is there a charity you want to start yourself? Do you want to perform stand up there, sing theater, sings, compose, write a novel, start a self help group, become a mentor, be a sport coach, a thought leader, a social media phenom? And did you want to speak a TED talks, run a marathon? Do you do a hall, start a business, a restaurant? Sometimes your dreams outside the law advance your law related dreams. They don't have to be mutually exclusive. They often involve the same talents you use for your practice and draws for the same passion that drive you to excel as your performance. If you take a close look, your career dreams and your other dreams often share things in common. So take a time and reflect upon what you want beyond being a great lawyer. It may seem during resting at time, it may feel like you are balancing two jobs and chasing two dreams. But take a chance on yourself and let your talents, passion, and the dreams drive you to tackle dreams outside the count, courtroom. What are your dreams for your family? If you are married, what are your dreams for you and your spouses? What do you want to do together? Is there a local charity you want to you to voluntary at you both want to assume a leader role, possibly plan additional events, join the board, and create a related charity to the serves those not currently served? Do you want to travel, write a book together, speak together on family related topics like raising children or taking depression? Get involved in politics. What does retirement look like? What do you two want what do you two want to do when you walk away from the legal profession and after 30 or 40 years? What foundation do you want to lay down for a joyous challenging retirement what where you talk your skill set and apply it elsewhere, either in a business, a charity, writing a book? Do you have kids? Have you helped them discover their talents, passion, and the dreams? What what plans do you have to help them define and achieve their goals? How can you help them decide upon careers and purchase them wholeheartedly? Maybe you want to do something with your kinds that bigger than all of you. Perhaps perhaps fundraising for the charity, getting physically fit together, or coaching their teams help you building the musician record. His music help you younger artists sell her work. Perhaps your children have extraordinary talent and need help developing them. Helping your kids fulfill their dreams is one of the most rewarding things we can do as a parent. What have you told other about your dreams? If you if you have gone to a trouble of sharing your dreams with the others, then you're serious about them. What have you told your spouse about them? Your kids, your colleagues, friends? It takes courage to share your dreams with others. When we do that, we risk being ridiculed, undetermined, or the dismissed. Despite them, what we want to do has become so important to us, so much a part of us that we can't help but share our ideas and our plans to make them a reality. What do you tell your spouse when you are lying in bed at night with the house family quiet and dark, reflecting on what big things you want to do with your life, by giving a voice to your dreams, by it, articulating them out loud to other, you're acknowledging to yourself that they are worth pursuing, and you're taking a step toward making them reality. Do you keep a journal? Do you write down your long term goals? That's good place to look for the dreams waiting to be achieved. I have a dozen of journal with the ideas. Some I follow through on the others I haven't, just because some of these dreams have been dropped doesn't mean they can't be woke up and pursued. What do you what do you do with your free time? What are your hobbies other than watching television or going to the movie or golfing? What are some of the other things you do? Let's start with what you read. You can learn a lot about a person from what she reads. Fiction versus non-fiction, lit- lit- literary versus pulp fiction, biographies, self-help, business, marketing and sales. Maybe you have a cousin's plan about your what you read and when you read it. Many of us simply pick up books because they speak to us, catch our fancy somehow. Whenever we realize it or not, we are drawn to books that support our worldview and value of the provide some guidance, either directly or not, about the pursuits when we went to chase. Do you find yourself reading books by the great authors who reduce their speeches and the percentage to writing? Maybe you want to emulate them in the courtroom or before the large audience. Maybe you read biography about athletes or musicians. These are folk who made it to help made it to the top of their dreaming professions, where very few make it. Maybe there's something you want to purchase that everyone has told you is impossible, and you're looking for a folk in other fields who faced and overcome similar odds. Other than reading, what do you do? Do you serve on any brands, voluntaries, coaches, play in brand? Are you waiting the great American novel, taking improv classes? Maybe these hobbies are the window into something bigger, some greater dream. Do you want to purchase? Maybe you have something moon moonlighting in your future. What we do for fun, for pleasure, for free, this provides us insight as to when we to do with our future. What do you daydream about when driving to and from work? Disposition or the hiring hiring when you have a radio on but let your mind wander what are you thinking about it? What do you think? Imagine yourself doing. You do think about a book you want to write, a song you want to compose, the biography of someone you want to emulate, despising being surrounded by the media 24 by 7. Whenever in our cars, officer at the home, we still find time zone out and daydream. We still play the role of the hero or leader, or throughout the leader in our thoughts as we stuck in a traffic. We play a role in our minds of someone we want to be or something we want to do. We really share our daydreams with others because the first, we believe adults should not daydreams, and second, they often involve us doing bigger than life things. But even if we would never do the things we daydreams about, there is something to learn from them. What we imagine ourselves doing provides us insight into what we want to do with our lives. Maybe we can't be a hero, but there may be avenues where we can positively affect others' lives if we were a heroes. Analyze your daydreams and drawers a line from them to correct goals you can purchase in your life. Write it down. If you don't have a journal, stop reading this book. Log in into your Amazon account and order one. You want to write you want to write down your dreams, your talent, your passion, your goals, and your plans. You are creating a blueprint of your life. If you were a prepare a business plan, you would write it down. The same goes for your life plan. Very strong and written down your dreams from your from your from your youth until now, for your profession, for your personally, and for your family. You want to reduce your dreams to writing first. Seeing it in black and the white makes them moral more real. It's just now in your mind anymore. You wrote them down. The big thing you want to do with your life are now in your journal for you the referral back to things about and the reflect upon. Writing down all your dreams for all the stages in your life will be reveal a pattern to you want most of life. Our dreams, even if the painful and the meant only to pass the time, inform us of our dream. There is wishes in our personality. Our mind wander to where we want to be and what we want to do. In those quiet moments when you raise your head from the book, or look aside from the television and let your imagination get the best of you. Where do you where do you go? Write it down. And all dreams, no matter how surreal or the unrealistic they may seem, you will see a pattern. There will be a repetition. Don't ignore them, and they are going to help you plot the rest of your life. This is all about this chapter. We will move on with our next chapter, which is the what gets you excited. After you You have identified your dreams, identify your passions, your interest. They are interrelated, interrelated. They are interrelated, but distinct. A dream is the something you want to accomplish. Is it's bigger than life and require talent, hard work, and the dedication. It also requires patience in what gets you out of the bed earlier than most of the prepare for the marathon. Write a book like this. Go to night school for another degree, and any host of other other talks. They require driving grit and the heart. You can have a dreams a very mod 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 set and the manageable one, but without the anger to convert your idea into reality, it's not going to anywhere. It's dead or arrival. That's why identifying your passions is so important. If you are not passionate about health, if you are not competitive, if exercise exercise is the last thing you want to do, you are you are not going to have the passion to there for a marathon. Now you can develop a passion for running, but accomplished such a dreamer will be more realistic. If you start with a passion to run and to win, you can develop a passion for a task or a goal, but the likelihood of the success of achieving your dreams improves if we work with our existing passions as we opposed to developing new one of focus. You may have passion you haven't disordered yet. These are the different from the developing passion from a whole cloth. So let's start with a direct question. What gets you excited? What aspect of your job get you excited? What what aspect of the belonging to voluntary bar association get you excited? What books, television programs, and the movies? What type of news stories? What voluntary works, hobbies? What conversation do you jump into? What do you post about? What excitement level and the what cases if it to rise reveal our passions are your internal motives. Discover what you are what you are, and you are discover a wellspring of motivation. What do you do with your free time? Your lawyers, that's often in short subli- supply, but let's assume we have our share of the free time. What do you do with it? Read, exercise, watch television, travel, voluntary, write, family times, sports. I am not a conquered with watch to watch. What do you what you do? I am curious about why do it. Let's say you watch television with on demand programming where we can watch what we want when we want. Why are you watching the shows or the movie you are watching? Let's say you watch science fiction, you watch the old Twilling Zone episode like me, you watch the sci-fi movies once they hit Amazon Prime, and you are highly anticipate the new Battle Runner Runner movie. I watch this show because I love to see how technology affects us at the work, at the home, and in our relationship. So I take that why. and think to myself how I can apply that to work. Maybe I want to purchase a legal career in cybersecurity or assume administrative responsibility at my film, addressing how we can make the most technology and the stay ahead of the chances that will alter how we provide legal services. So at the first glance, loving sci-fi doesn't translate into the improving my career, but by the taking a closer look, I can start slipping the concentration. Why do you participate in the softball leagues? Cause little leagues. Are you are you a natural competitor? Trial lawyers are the natural competitors. They are argue to win. Maybe that's you. That's you. Maybe that driven provided to you that continuously to fight in every case and the fight to win. Often one often what we are doing, what we are not working provides us the insight into what works best suits us. What are your hobbies? As the young lawyer, I was told a purchase at least one hobby to help me discount for the from the practice hobbies. We are my my thing, and I didn't need achieve. Eventually, I settled on the writing. What are your hobbies? A younger lawyer, I want to tell you purchase a latest one hobby to help me disconnect from the practice. Hobbies weren't my things and I didn't need the advice. Eventually I settled on work writing. It was the mostly writing legal article because of that's what I knew. But soon that branched over into the parsing and the family advices, motivation pieces, and the short story. Preamble the dis- discard as the science friction. When we think of the hobbies, we think of golf, working out, the hunting, reading of the movies, not so much writing. I mean as the lawyer, that's most of what we do. Why would we want to use our free time to do more of it? But that was my hobby. As you can guess, there is a clear next between the enjoying writing and the using that hobby to advance your legal career. I have blogged, I have written books for a lawyer. I post regularly on the LinkedIn and write article. All of this increases maybe exposure in a legal community. What if the writing isn't your hobby? How does golf or the hunting advance your legal career? Well, you do this activity with the others, often the other lawyers or business people. You get to network while doing the something you enjoy. Love reading, start a book club with other lawyer. Love movies, sponsor a movie night at your house with the other business professionals. You love the entering create a networking events. Analyze how your hobbies can help you you advance your career. Sometimes your hobbies will reveal to you that you are pursuing the wrong career. You are purchased certain hobby because you love them. Stay what you love them, and doing so will help you identify your passion. I write because I feel other can. One second. I feel other can learn from my life experiences where whenever it's how to be a better lawyer or the better father or a better leader. I am driving by a al- altruistic need to help other avoid a mistake I have made and the learn from both of my failure and the success. Maybe you enjoy playing basketball at your local local on Saturdays because you are love competing. That that urge to win can serve you well. You will a trial itinerary connected to the dots between your hobbies and your professionals, and see how you can apply your passion to your job. What do you read? What a person reads says a lot her about her. First, please tell me you read for a pleasure. You need to read like how you need to breathe it. How how you need to breathe, eat and relieve yourself. It is a necessity. If you haven't picked up a book in a while, find a short business book or a novel and read it. See that see that wasn't so bad. Better than television, right? I am. It may take a few few more books, but you all come to agree it's better than TV. Okay, as to the reset of your, if you if you would to read of the pleasures, what are your reading now? Fiction or non-fiction? Biography of self-help reading that take times first you have to decide to on a book, then then you have to find the time of read. It's not like watching a drama on the television or the movie on Netflix. You have decided that despite what else do you have going on in your life, reading a given book is more important. Think about why you read the books you read. Self self important, learning, entertaining, to spur your imagination, reflect on the topics and the issue you read about, the ideas you purchase while reading, and the what you learn from it. If you keep reading biographies about musicians, why is why is it your love for their music? It is it to learn their creativity process? Is it to apply their creative process to your own job? There are multiple reasons that draw us draw us to certain book. This through all the reasons that motivate you to read a certain type of books. If you can identify why you read what you do, you can isolate the passion that makes you turn pages after pages, and which will be served you at the work, at the home. What news do you follow? I am a political junk- junkie. I consume the article and the television programs on the politics. I love the strategy political parties and the politicians employ to promote their messages, agenda and themselves. There is the state reason politicians do what they do, and then there are the real reason. Figuring out whenever the someone is really coming from, it's a great skill to have in a society where everyone is trying to sell us something, including opposing the counsel and his client, getting past and the messaging and the branding and the hard sell to the truth in inverting into its plumping back the certain and the finding there are not much to ozed. whenever what Whenever you enjoy being informed or the entertainer, write down what you enjoy learning about and what you find entertaining. Do you follow an issue that is near and the dear to you? Perhaps a quiz which with which you want to get more involved. Maybe there is a legal angle to the technology news you follow, defining your passion and the applicability of them to your career and family. It's crucial because of the passion are going to the motivate you to be a better lawyer, spouses, and the parents. Identifying the underlying reasons you read the Washington Post or the watches address and compare copper with the guidance you on the finding what at work and the home you want to pour our heart into. What conversation with friends get you excited? What type of conversation with your friends get you excited? We will going to learn about it. What do you enjoy discussing with the family and friends? Do you talk about work? If you what expect of it? A challenging case, a novel legal theories paragraph. It has nothing to do with the case you are handling. Office politics, office gossips. Do you do you have a political debates, discontract, favorite movies, bring about the kids, and many other things. Discuss a stock, share your next big idea. What gets you excited? Reveal your passion. And as with the book or news, there is a not always a direct line between your conversation topics and your passions, but there is a one. If you look closely enough, sometimes it is self evident when you always find yourself discussing creation cases your handle. Maybe every non competitive agreement case your handle is exciting to you, and you want to share them with others. Sometimes there may be a aspect of the allegation you enjoy, like taking disposition, and you want to share how you scared admission that pave the way for a summary judgment. This is the conversation provide a clear message as to the overlap for your passion and your career. Sometimes the next use is the bit more tenuous, but there is non athletes regulate the decision about the pets may be revealed at the interest with in getting involved with the local human society to volunteer and the possibly join their boards whenever you will meet other professionals for the community who one day may refer to your business. Often your passion, even if they are not directly tied tied to our career, tends to boost it. In no one says you can't do good and get businesses at the same time. What get you animated? What gets you animated? This is also an important topic. What gets you animated? We just talk about what gets you excited. Let's take let's take a step further. What gets you animated? What gets you angry? Gets you blood boiling? Makes you say just that's just not right? Do you just say these things, or do you take action? Do you do you ever address the issue? Right, the power that be. that be poster voluntary do pro bono. Perhaps you have a child with the special needs. My older son was the diagnosed with a sincerely in, interjection dysfunction and the toddler. I read the everything there was the about the disease and what was the further flex our medical career who referred to pay for the most of services he needed. I soon realized that there were a lot of other children right a divides a condition and the many other familiar whose insurance didn't cover treatment. So I got involved. I joined a non-profit that helps parents with the special needs children. I represented the families pro, pro bono to help them secure service through the public school system. I wrote about it, I spoke out about it, I tried to change things because the setup quo wasn't fair and the com- compassionate. There are a lot of wrongs in the world and your law degree along with your writing and the ordinary skills can go a long way to address them. And again in the process you don't so doing so you meet other professionals along with along the way who are like the minded and who make a need a authority or known someone who needs one and the will things of the address of those needs. Write it down. Figuring yourself our out requirement a fair share of the self exploration just as you wrote it down your dreams. Write down your position and we just went through a series of the excretion to identifying what you are passionate about the what drives you. Put all your answer down in your journal. give a give it a day or two. Go through your notes and add some more thoughts you overlooked. Your passion are yours, other patients passionate are the theirs. Your patients drive you to action, other patients don't. That doesn't mean you can't develop new passion as your growth and the mature. The passion of the law student are the different from those of young hereditary with a little kids or a partner with a tinga kids or the parent who is a empty nester refreshing his life and the priorities with a spouse but they have to be a passionate not what other things you passionate should be. We are all we are all different. We are all born with different types motivators and the passions. You have to tap into yours and work with them. If you are doing what do what you were placed on this earth to do, which which only you can do, there then you are tapped into your passion and you are making them work for you and the others too. Write it all down, study it see whether the connection are and you will figure out not only what you passionate about are but the what you have them and how they drive you. this is all about this chapter. We will move on with the next chapter, which is what are you good at? Your talent, which is the our next chapter is your talent. In which field you are good? What are you good at? In which field or which area you can do better with others. So ask yourself, what are you good? What are you good at? I mean, what comes naturally for you. I am not asking for the skills that you have developed over the years. I am not asking about the something you used to do poorly and now after years of the effort and practices you do too well. I want to know your innate talents that were there with your at birth, laying dormant until the times came that you got to use them. Maybe from a young age you beat everyone at chess. You picked up the point at the nine at the and the never looked back. You were and the you were the fastest student in your middle. A tracked them. School tracked them. You were the captain of your brain ball brain ball team in high school. You were easily elected the president of the student body in your college or the advance to the national in mood counter in a law school. I am talking about that one thing or more likely several things that you were simply better than better at than most others. So you practice or studies or the or did whatever else you improve your talents, but at the course you simply did it better than the most everyone else. You were better at the math or writing or telling a story or a leading or shooting a basketball or running a debating or at science, or maybe you had a huge ego and throughout you were better at the everything. Confidence is a talent to the things you did as a child teen at the now as an adult that they are second nature to you. Write those down. It is not a coincidence you have those talents. You were meant to use them for our goods and the goods of others. You weren't meant to the squirrel that you have them for a reason. Write them all down, the little and big talent alike. You need to identify all of them before you can fully use them. What have other complained complained to you for? What have other complained you for? It is surprising how many of us do not even recognize our own talents. We need others to point them out to us. Has anyone ever told you you are great at something they have Never seen anyone takes disposition like you, argue a motivation like you, write like you, give a preparation like you. How about skills that aren't directly related to your practices? Ability to create the conclusion, to priorities, to the identity talents in other and the develop it. Ask yourself the following: what does your spouses say you do well? What do your children enjoy the most about you? What do you what do your friends complain for you about? What does your fame rely upon you to do? When other talks about you at the cocktail preside or the conference, what do you what do you they say about you? Has anyone ever written you an email or a letter thanking you for the something? If so, what did they thank you for? What award have you received? What recognition have you received? Many of us don't give ourselves enough credit to as the acknowledging the what we do well. We either don't notice at these skills ourselves or the things. It is untoward to the acknowledge that we are better than others when it comes to certain skill or the talent, but the fact is we are better than others at the certain things, just as we are worse than others at other things. Isn't questions or the arrogance or the pride coming before the fall. It's an honest self assessment of your talent. You were born with several finger of finger out what they are. What comes easy for you? What things do that require little preparation or the efforts? Preparing for the hiring, preparing for a client meeting, research organization and the event, leading an organization, writing an article, preparing a speech. I have some quickly talents. First, I have an endless list of the ideas for the article and books, and the once the idea strike at me, I can reduce it to writing very quickly. The books you are reading now took me 4 weeks of nights and the weekend to write. 2 hours a 2 hours a night, several hours each weekend. That's it. I am not bargaining on the myself. I am just acknowledging that I have this talent of developing ideas and reducing them to write. One can appropriate why this skill help me career as the lawyer. I can write a lot in the short period of the time, and I share my ideas with the lawyers across the country who may need a local counsel in minimi where I live, so that talent is easily transferable for to the advising my career. I also have a unique talent to figure out the ending of the movie within the 15 minutes of the watching it. I often can even predict the dialogues before it's spoken. Somewhere along the way, altogether unconsciously, I realized that I knew where a movie was the going based on the what what was said, what was the done, the setting them and forwarding by the way. I am the terrible component at the movies. Often I will whisper in my wife's ears what I am expecting to happen next. Luckily, she's good spot about it, and to her credit, she has a similar talent at the and the at time beats me to the touch to the punch. So how exactly does this talent, if you want to call it one, help with my career as the lawyer? We tell story, we tell them to judge in our motivation motion practice to the opposing party in the meditation and the juries at the trial. So if I know the element of the good story telling and how intellective where the story should go, who should say what and how it should end, you can translate that skill into the better storytelling in your practice, so that it so that the time and the ask yourself what comes easy for you. No skill is no small or too unique or the even too silly to the jot down. You just never know what it can come in the handy of. Often hear you need to work on your weakness. I believe you need to identify your strength and make them stronger. These strengths are what will dis- disguiding for you for disguiding you from the rest of the pack. These strengths are what are going to set you apart. Identify them. What do you find intellective? Is there is there anything you do that is simplify inclusive for you? There isn't a process you follow, and when asked you have difficulty explaining how you did it, you simply respond, I don't know, I just did. I can't explain how. My sons are both musically gifted. There are things that do that amaze me. When I ask them how they did their struggle explaining their process, it just happened. They just heard the notes in their head, and they came to life on their instrument. When the music instructor explained to them a new concept, they just get it, and sometimes they get more than what the instructor was trying to convey. It's just natural for them. Each of us doesn't at last the one thing that is intellective for us. When the pressures to explain how we did it, we have to we have a hard time providing a process we followed. We just did it. That's a gift, and each of us has the gift when it comes to something in our lives. Some of us are entirely compassionate and the empathetic and the make great listeners. Some of us can size up the problem and the build out a solution. The solution makes perfect sense. One eats out of our mouths, but we have a hard time explaining how we came up with it. Maybe you are a natural communicator or a problem solver or musician or writer or something else which you do with a little or no preparation. The ability with a server you well when a pursuing your dreams and the goals. What skill have you shaped? It's natural to gravitate towards one's talents and work to improve them. We are good at something and we are want to get better at. things we do things we do well, that we are comfortable doing, that we are enjoying doing, we tend to do them over and over, and if in the process sharpen those talents. Why do we play to our strength? Because we excel at them, and we get satisfaction at the excelling at them. There is a drive in us to make good even better. We tend to avoid achieve with the required skill we lack. If we lack good eye hand coordinate with likely avoiding the extraordinary flag football leagues. If we don't have good extension speaking skills, we are avoiding speaking in public setting. Now, attractory, we have a board baseline skill set, but for the now, let's focus on the talents you focus on. Your enjoy cross examining witness at the deposition at the trial, even through your enjoy in through through your through you enjoy it and are good at it. You are likely to reading article in a book on a cross examination because you want to get even better at it. You are not satisfied at being a good cross examiner. You want to be a great one, and if you are great in great it great at it, you want to be a one of the best at it. As a lawyer, we are competitive by the nature and the way. We want to be the best at something. Study what talents you have honed over the years. Those are the ones you want to continue focusing on and evaluating how best to use them to achieve your goals. What do the best at your job? We will see about the what skill have you sharpened that in your life or in your struggle. What type of skill you grab them, and what type of skill you grow up in you and your life. What do you find inclusive? That what do you find that I am doing this, that I will be succeed. What comes easy for you, that when you think what is easy, what is that thing that firstly coming in your minds. What have the other complained for you? Which type of complaint that others doing for you, and what are you good at, that which type of what are you good at, that which type of work, or the which type of I can say work that you good at it. The knowing and the understanding the our skill and our comfort zone is the very important. But stay in comfort zone is the very bad idea. Write it down. We will we have been learn about it that writing your idea is the very important thing. Writing writing our ideas is make us the successful and the part of the successful. What you do the best at your job? We will see about the this kind of questions answer in our next chapter, that what do you best at your job, which kind of job at you are the best. This type of question we will learn about the next lecture. Till then, thank you so much. My name is Akbari Bhautik, and we will we will start a journey with learning English in the very So, for your support, thank you so much. Thank you so much.